Hey everybody, Steve-O here from Movies and TVs on the Ball, and they are releasing with the release of Freakier Friday, the sequel to Freaky Friday, starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, and of course Chad Michael Murray from One Tree Hill. I was thinking to myself, what this is not really more of a review, but more of which one did it better. Because back in 1996 and 1998, we kind of had two very much of the same movie come out with the release of It Takes Two, starring Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, who were real twins, and of course the Lindsay Lohan film that started it all with The Parent Trap with her and the late uh, uh, Natalie Richardson, I think is her name, and Dennis Quaid. But the reason why I kind of thought of this is that these two films kind of have are a pretty good idea for a double feature, if you will, double trouble, double feature of The Parent Trap and It Takes Two. I'd probably, even though The Parent Trap is the fifth film in the Parent Trap series, there was The Parent Trap, Parent Trap 2, Parent Trap 3 with Haley Mills, and these were all, and Parent Trap 4 the with Haley Mills. The putting that aside and putting these two films in sort of just the Parent Trap film, the first Parent Trap, or the 98 film Parent Trap, into its own category. I was wondering if you took that film and you took It Takes Two, it pretty much has the same exact thing. I mean, Parent Trap is different because one goes to London, one goes to California, and they try to get mom and dad back together. With the It Takes Two, I think she's kind of, one's a rich upper class, and it's more of a prince and a pauper type kind of deal. But I kind of look at these two films and kind of go, they both came out in the 90s, they both starred the Elson twins, of course, who were just out of, I think It Takes Two came out in 95, so Full House was just wrapped up. And then The Parent Trap came along and became a hit. Became a hit. But, I think, this one had Steve Guttenberg, you had Dennis Quaid. But what's your thoughts on this being a double feature? I feel like it could work out pretty well with It Takes Two and The Parent Trap, because I feel like they kind of work in their same way. You had the late great Kirstie Alley as sort of the one that's gone away. You have, I guess, the Meredith character played by in The Parent Trap. I mean, the other thing you've got is the Meredith character, the sort of evil stepmother in both versions. I can't remember. I think she's getting married to somebody who's going to put the kids into boarding school kind of thing. And of course, Meredith is going to put Haley in boarding school or something. I can't remember how the boarding school evil stepmother works, and It Takes Two off the top of my head, but I know that Meredith, who's played by Elizabeth Banks, or Elizabeth Banks, not Elizabeth Banks, Elizabeth, who's kind of actually, I've seen her tweet where she said, "I'm putting all you boarding school brats. First thing I'm going to do is put all you kids into boarding school." But I feel like this could be a good double feature. What's your thoughts on It Takes Two and The Parent Trap? Let me know below which one did you like better? Did you grow up with the Olsen twins? Did you like the It Takes Two? Did you like It Takes? Did you grow up with It Takes Two? Were you like me, who kind of knew The Parent Trap? But how do you feel about this being maybe a double feature? Would you? I know that It Takes Two is Warner Brothers and Parent Trap is Disney, so we probably would never see it as a DVD double feature. But I think it would be kind of an interesting look at It Takes Two and The Parent Trap. I feel like they kind of are kind of the same film, but with a different vibe, if you will. Let me know in the comments below, because I feel like I just think this would be good. I would probably say I'd probably go more for the Parent Trap film than It Takes Two. I think that was done a little bit better. I mean, but I also like to know what your thoughts are on the Parent Trap '98 film compared to the Parent Trap films as well. Let me know in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe, and peace. Did you grow up with the Olsen twins? Peace. As always, I'm Steve, and see you at the movies. Bye.